Hello guys, this is Kiran. In this video I'm going to explain about the travel experience from Malaysia to Australia. So I have traveled yesterday from Malaysia, which is 27th and 9:30 p.m. Since there is no direct flights from Malaysia to Sydney, so I have to go via transit from Malaysia to Singapore and then Singapore to Sydney. So before your travel date, you just need to make sure that two things are ready. One is your PCR test, and then the second one, important one, is the travel declaration. So the PCR test should be taken 72 hours before your travel. So what I did was, my flight, as I said, it was on 27th. So I did the PCR test on 25th morning. I gave it at 9 a.m. and then I have got the results within 24 hours. So my flight is on Friday, and then I have gave the PCR on Wednesday morning 9 a.m. and I got the result on Thursday morning 8 a.m. So thankfully it was negative and not detected, negative and not detected. So and once I got the PCR test, and then actually one of the mistakes that I did, and I don't want the people who are watching this video not to make that mistake, is that the travel declaration form which you need to fill up in the Australian government website, that you need to fill actually at least 72 hours before your flight, not earlier. And then you can start filling that travel declarations, and if you made any mistakes, just delete that declaration form which you have submitted, and then you can resubmit that. So in that travel declaration you will be mentioning about your your flight details, and then where you are intending to stay in Australia, and few things like that. So just make sure that whatever the required information they have asked, you have filled everything. That is one thing. And the other thing which I would like to say on the travel declaration is, make sure every information which you have mentioned in the travel declaration is appropriate, and don't mention anything wrong, or that you are unsure. Just check with your colleagues or whoever that they can give you the right information, or you can just check with in the Australian government website. You can find an email ID, you can just email them, and then you can also get the help from them. That these are the two things that you need to make sure that before you travel, because these two things are necessary. And then the PCR test will be you have to show the PCR test when you arrive at the airport. Okay, so for me, in my case, as I was traveling from Malaysia to Sydney, I have to show the PCR test while I am getting the boarding pass in Malaysia. So as I said, I have to travel to Singapore, and then from Singapore to Sydney. So I have submitted my check-in in the Malaysia airport, KLA airport. And while you are checking, you need to make sure that if there are any items that if you think that is a delicate or fragile, then just ask them to keep the fragile sticker, so that they will take care of your baggage. Okay, so that is one thing. And so you'll get the flight tickets for both from Malaysia to Singapore, as well as the boarding pass from Malaysia to Singapore, and then from Singapore to Sydney. So you don't need to take it again, or you don't need to collect your baggage in the Singapore. So it will be directly sent to the Sydney in the same flight. Okay, so they will take care of all those things. And then regarding to the time that you need to be in the airport before your time, let's say my flight was on 9:30 p.m. in Malaysia, Malaysian time. And so actually I plan to travel at least 2.5 hours before the before the flight departure. But then due to some reasons I was not able to, but at least I was there 2 hours before, and then I completed the boardings, and then I have completed the customs, and then immigration. I have completed the immigration clearance, and then I have completed the security checks and everything. So for me it was a Scoot Airlines. Scott Airlines from Malaysia to Singapore, and then from Singapore to Sydney it was Singapore Airlines. So it was, as I said, it was at 9:30 p.m. So I have been asked to board starting from 9 in Malaysia, and then I boarded onto the flight, and then I think it just took 35 minutes from Malaysia to Singapore. And then once I reached the Singapore, there will be a few medical team that will be assisting you to where you have to go in order to wait for your next flight. So you cannot go anywhere, so they will be with you throughout your there is a distance that you need to travel, because when you come from Malaysia to Singapore, you will be at one terminal, but your flight will be in another terminal, so that you need to walk for some distance, and from there is a a trolley van kind of thing that they will arrange, and you can sit in that, and they will take you to the lounge. Okay. Once you go there, they just check the temperature, and then there will be a very big hall that you can sit, and then you can just eat your food, or you can just relax, and then do things like that. So for me, as I said, I have reached at 10:15 or 10:20 to Singapore, and then it took like 20 minutes to reach the Terminal 3, and then in the lounge I was just relaxing, and then having some food. So one of the thing that which I did a mistake was actually my boarding time in Singapore to Sydney flight was at 12:40 a.m. Singapore time. But what happened was, I thought I should be waiting for the call from 12, so that I can be alert. But during that time I was talking on the phone, thinking that okay, before half an hour I will be more alert on boarding. But then when I was talking the mobile phone with my family, there are a lot of time my name is called, and I missed to go and board. But fortunately, after I cut off my call, and then I heard that they are calling me, and then I asked them, like, is it something like it's happening that you are boarding early? And they said, yeah, due to COVID we are boarding 1 hour before. And then thankfully that they did not started, and then and I would have missed the flight if I did not catch that time. So once I boarded in the flight in before we board the flight in Singapore to Sydney on the Singapore Airlines, my flight is SQ231. It was a very good flight. I was traveling in first class, and I have very amazing experience in traveling in the first class. So as I said, before you board the flight, you need to just fill up one declaration, and that declaration will mentions about what are the things that you are. It will be more like your some personal details, and then your travel details, and then from where you are traveling, and what is the place that you are going to stay, and then is there any previous health previous health issues that you have. Are you experiencing any health problems? Or you have to declare, like, if you're bringing some food that is not allowed to bring, so you have to mention it, like you have to just mark it as either yes or no. So just make sure on this important note that if you have something that you think that it is mentioned over there, and if you are bringing, just make sure you declare it as yes. Otherwise it will be caught while they are scanning, and then they will open, and then there is a chance of penalties, and then things like that. So just make sure that you declare accurately. Don't just give the misleading information or false information during the declaration. That is one thing. And then so my flight started in Singapore at I think at 1:30, and then it was like 7 hours 40 minutes. But the time when it was arrived in Australia, the actual time is 11 a.m. Australia time, but then they have reached before, like 30 minutes before. And then once I boarded the flight in Sydney, then you will be taken through a step by step process. The first step is that they will ask you like whether you have any health issues, like are you facing any COVID-19 symptoms or anything like that, and they will do just a temperature screening. And then they will ask like if you have previous medical issues, and then you need any help, and if you have any other questions, you can ask the medical team over there. They will be assisting, and there will be a police as well. If you have any questions regarding to your travel declaration, you can ask them as well. So that is about that, the screening, and then the medical. And then once you complete that part, and then the next one will be your immigration, where you need to just do the stamping. And then there is no stamping, since my visa type is just I'm coming on employment, I don't have any stamping. It's just like scanning the passport and then just moving forward. And then once that is done, and then next one is the checking of my baggage. So as I was once I done that baggage security check, so as I was traveling for the first time, I don't have the SIM card. So there are SIM cards that you can take while you are coming out from the airport, and in the same path where you are where you are going to the exit direction. You will find the SIM card which are present in the rack, so you can just pick that. You don't need to pay anything, you just need to pick, and then later you can just activate the SIM cards. So once that is done, there will be a last security check where you will be asked few details, and then they will give one declaration form again that you need to fill, like your details, your travel details, and then from where you are coming, what is the source of your travel, and then what is your destination, where you wanted to stay, and then is there any medical conditions again, like so those details will be, you need to fill in the form, and emergency contact details, and then your contact details, your passport details. So everything you need to just fill. That is for the police. So they will make sure that they will enter all the details, and then they will be captured in the system. And so from the airport, you will be as I said, there will be a last check of the police check in the airport before you come out of the airport. So they will be giving you the mask that you can use during your hotel quarantine system. And then once you got out, so there will be a bus that will be taking you to the hotel. Before you travel, you don't know where you will be going, and in which hotel you will be going to. So for me, it was I was traveling to the Sydney. So right away, once I exit from the Australia, the Sydney airport, so like there is a bus, and then I just boarded in, and then they took me to the Darling Harbour Novotel Hotel, so where I have to stay for 14 days. And then I just reached the hotel, and then there is a police officer who will be explaining all the details about the hotel quarantine, how it looks like. So that the hotel, about all the information about the hotel quarantine, I will be covering in another video, but these are the things that I would like to cover in this video. So yeah, that is pretty much. So just to make sure that you follow all these steps, and then make sure you wear the mask throughout your journey in the flight, and yeah, stay safe and travel safely. So that is it about in this interview, and thank you very much for watching this video. Okay, I hope it will help. I have given the information and my experience that I had in my travel from Malaysia to Sydney. Thank you. Bye. Cheers.